EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Markinger with your outlook for September 27th, 2019 for your Friday, end of the week. We have a cold front that moved through yesterday that is now off to our south. We have another one that's sitting up here that's going to come through on Saturday evening or overnight. And there could be a shower or two with that in a few spots, but I wouldn't get too excited about that. I mean, we did have some areas get some showers, generally around 1/10 of an inch across our region yesterday, and that was, although very much welcomed. We need something that is going to be a little bit more sustained and longer than that, a little bit more plentiful than that. 1/10 of an inch isn't really going to cut it. Most areas did see around that as that moved through, except for our far southern areas, which really didn't get into too much action south of the Mason-Dixon line. The U.S. Drought Monitor came out with their weekly update and now shows the majority of the states of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware in an abnormally dry, not quite a drought yet, abnormally dry is what they have it labeled right now. There is an area right along southeast PA down by Chester County or thereabout in northern Maryland, parts of Delaware, that are in a moderate drought right now, and that's going to continue going forward, unfortunately, because we don't have much to talk about as far as precipitation is concerned. So moving ahead, this is mostly sunny today. Temperatures can be very similar to what it was on Wednesday, almost a carbon copy of what Wednesday, in fact, as far as temperatures and sky condition. Then we're going to have partly cloudy skies this evening, and we are partly cloudy here on Saturday. Now we have a frontal boundary that's going to be moving toward the region. I do think most of the day, if not all, is dry. Late in the day, you could have nearest the up here in north central, northeast PA, could have some late day showers sneaking in here. I don't think it gets too far south, though, until we get to the evening at least, and then even there, it's going to be kind of falling apart. So don't hold your breath looking for a lot of precipitation from this front either, but it looks like there could be some areas, especially the northern half is where it's favored to see a little bit more in the way of shower activity here with that front on Saturday night. And then Sunday, we're back to partly cloudy skies, still warm. It's going to be very warm ahead of that front here on Saturday. Temperatures back into the 80s again, and the same thing here for Sunday, maybe lower 80s or near 80 for a high on Sunday. So, but it will be partly cloudy Sunday. Now, Monday is a partly to mostly cloudy day, we're going to call it, just because we have a warm front in the vicinity. It's hard to see here because there's really not much precipitation with it until we get to the overnight. And you can see it right here, moving off to the north here. It's association with this up here. But there's a warm front that will be moving through, winds out of the southeast. And so because of that, we have partly to mostly cloudy skies listed for most locations here on Monday. But most areas are going to be dry, maybe a shower or two overnight. Again, in the far northern areas, I don't see any relief here for you guys in the south in this entire 7-day period, unfortunately. Okay, so that's going to continue. That moderate drought areas down there are only going to get worse over the next week, it looks like. And then behind this warm front, once it lifts off to the north, we have a big ridge that's going to be situated over this area. We're going to have some pretty warm air coming in here both Tuesday and Wednesday. Actually, especially Wednesday. We might even make a run at 90 degrees down here by the Philadelphia Metro. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, this is now talking about Wednesday, of course, is October 2nd. It's not unprecedented by any means, but it's a very impressive late season ridge that we're dealing with here. The good thing is, if you're not liking the heat or the extension of heat of summer heat, there is a very short time limit of these things, so you don't have these long drawn out heat waves that we're talking about. A lot of ups and downs this week. Of course, we're in the generally in the 70s today. We get in the 80s Saturday, near 80s Sunday. Then we're back in the 70s Monday. Then we're back in the 80s Tuesday. So a lot of up and down there. And then when we get to Wednesday, which is right here, here's Wednesday. Still that front off to the north. This is actually Wednesday early afternoon. This is probably the warmest day with that ridge in place, and temperature is going to be in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. So very warm, very hot, in fact, here for Wednesday. Then this front is going to move off to the south, and this is going to signal some change, we think, going forward. It's going to sink off to the south and bring some late-day showers to parts of the area as it does so. But that's not really the big thing is with the precipitation. It's what's waiting up here. There's some pretty cool temperatures up here. So when this front moves off to the south, it's going to kick this ridge and squash it and limit it to the southeastern U.S. And we're going to have a lot of drawing there, but you get the idea. You get a cooler influx of air coming in. It looks like it's going to stick around for a little while. We might have temperatures that are actually near normal for once, and near normal now is not what it used to be. We're now getting it early October at this point, or the normal highs at this point will be in the mid to upper 60s to near 70 further south. So that's what we can expect, it looks like, coming into at least after this frontal boundary comes through. I'm going to update the long range, of course, this morning, like I always do every Friday, and we're going to go through exactly how long we think this lasts and take a better look at the entire month of October. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Markinger. That is our outlook for September 27th, 2019. Have a great Friday.